boundary setting, I think in a way hurt our school, because they don't, in the fact that they're not strong with it. They're not saying, because we have about 1,400, I believe not, it's around there, that should be coming to Rainier Beach. But they're allowing, you know, the majority of those kids to go to other places. So does it help us or hurt us? It would help us if they were strong with the boundaries. It hurts us because they're not strong with those boundaries. There are ways around it.
Actually lost quite a few students to Nathan Hale, and that affected us in terms, I think, of ethnic and racial. So we lost that population, which I'm really sorry about, because I thought they were a really important part of the school and made Ingraham a really interesting, diverse school.
We have a very diverse population, and because we're the center of Seattle and there's a higher number of shelters, our increase in homeless population has really been noticeable. So it's challenging to meet the students' needs when they're in that population.
Talking about 550 kids, over 90% being students of color. We have not retained the Caucasian kids and the white kids that could have gone here that live in this neighborhood.
I think it's creating a more differentiated school system. Roosevelt's getting whiter, Garfield's getting blacker. The tough piece is Seattle is a very segregated city, even the Garfield population.
So when you draw lines, they don't take race into account. We need to look at taking race into account, and how can we get kids of color to Roosevelt, and how do we get minority or Caucasian kids into Rainier Beach to kind of change the whole scope of the experience. You are allowing people to leave that really affects the population of the school. You're allowing people to leave, and that's not right. And if you look at it, there are schools even up north that have large minority populations as far as within their neighborhoods. And so most of those kids are shoved to Ingram. And because of the way they set the boundaries and stuff like that. And you know what? I think what they should do is they should look at, let's say, Roosevelt and say, you know what? Where are our students of color living within that Roosevelt, around that Roosevelt area? And they need to draw that line so that you're bringing in more students of color.
Is it institutionalized racism? I think that it's inherent that a school that's in a region is going to reflect that region. Ballard High School is going to reflect Ballard and represent the populations that live in that area. So it is what it is, and now as an institution, the Seattle Public Schools needs to invest in making all schools meet the needs of the population they have.
We had a lot of kids coming from the south end voluntarily by school bus to Ingraham. When they got rid of the buses, which are not entirely gone yet, but when they dropped the number of buses that they were using, we lost a lot of those students because it would take 2 to 3 buses leaving home maybe at 5:30 in the morning to get here.
For a family that's a good family, but just even a middle class family, that bus for 2 or 3 kids is a lot of money.
Oh no, we're not even close to our goals.
I don't know if it's ever accomplished because these patterns change all the time. So they have to open schools, close schools, and it's not a very efficient process, and I know it's an expensive one too.
Put quality programs in, provide busing for students if you go to your school of choice, and it should be a 1 mile radius. 2.5 miles is a long, long ways in Seattle when it rains a lot.
Not everyone wants to come to Garfield. I think they should be allowed to go other places if they want to.
The school district should equally give every school the same academic programs or similar academic programs so that students can't say and families can't say, we're not going to go there because they don't have very good academics, because they don't have very good programs for